extra damage to someone, to hurt them just that extra little bit. Just don't hold that rune for too long.
Oh, thanks? I had no clue that... Oh my god. She's thinking for a moment, and then as she's thinking, she lowers the glasses, and she goes, "Thank you so much," and turns around and walks away. Thanks for the tips. I think my character is more inclined to roll the dice to hopefully get more of these things.
Okay.
I want more badass shit.
Okay. So you guys head on out the hallway. The hallway behind you closes, and there's no noise or anything. It just simply, once again, erases itself seemingly from existence, as magic does. And we'll swap over to Kelb, Noah, and Jared. Jared, as you're now in the bar, you hear Noah and Kelb walk in. Well, someone walk in, but it's Noah and Kelb, so the two of you enter.
I've had enough of this. I'm going to bed.
Sounds good to me.
All right, you guys head on up the stairs. Jared, do you just keep hanging out in the bar?
I hang out at the bar for a bit until I finish whatever I'm drinking, and then I'm gonna head into the library and look up werewolves.
Okay. Kelb and Noah, you guys go up the stairs. You start to walk forward, and there's Tate and Lamb's characters.
I reach for the doorknob and just go into my room.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
Mutual glance of just
I'm
like,
doing the same.
shit
Just like-
today.
I don't think either of us want to talk about it. Let's just go to sleep.
We'll talk about it at breakfast.
Pretty much.
And sit up.
I hold my finger up and say, I'll say exactly that to, like, Noah as he looks over. We'll talk about it at breakfast.
Just sit on my bed, pull my holy water out, and put it on the nightstand. Go to bed.
Go to bread.
Go to bread. When you rye, you are bread. I'm sorry.
I thought it was you are toast.
No, instead of die and dead,
Yes,
rye
no,
and bread.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
And I was
Or lie
making a
in
you
bed.
are toast joke. Or is it you are bread?
I didn't know we had a second Tate.
Yeah,
You lie
you
in bed.
are the second Tate, Cal.
As we
Or did you
Marcus's
miss that
joke.
part?
Anyway, so you guys go to bed. Kelb, I'm assuming you also went to bed, right?
Yep.
Okay. And you're all able to get a decent night's sleep for the most part. You might not have the most comfortable of dreams due to the day's events if your characters were reflecting on it and dreaming of it. Otherwise, you're not having night terrors or any of that shit. Swapping back down to Jared, you find a couple books about like magical creatures and whatnot. I mean, at this point, you're running out of material. Now you're kind of getting to like the stuff you skipped over, so to say. Like you read the magical creatures and you just kind of skimmed it. Now you're gonna pretty much like examine it bit by bit along with another book that's talking about well, just random books in general. There's no werewolf book, but it's magical creatures, which isn't very big.
Is it by Hagrid?
No. Some folklore, so, like a story about a beast man, or a man that became an animal, that kind of a thing. And you're reading a bit about those. some of the information doesn't seem to correlate with each other because, again, like he just pointed out, druids as an example. So it's not that it's necessarily confusing for your character. It's just there's obviously inconsistencies if they're talking about the same thing. Otherwise, they are talking about multiple things that you could relate to as a werewolf, so to say.
Okay.
But that's the night. Do you do anything else over the night, or just continue to do those and jot down notes and so forth?
I may go off on literary tangents as I'm looking up the magical beasts and things, and just maybe end up in
And
some
where to find them?
like other occult type books.
Fair enough.
He already said it wasn't by Hagrid, Tate.
So the night goes by reading. Eventually morning comes around. All the characters wake up. You do your daily activities, and immediately in the morning, Tate and Lamb, roll your will save.
Yay, I have 2 health.
You heal over the night.
Your character level.
I have 3 health.
Isn't it like, I thought it was character level plus something.
Nope, just character level. Healing
thought it was just
through natural means in D&D, Marcus is a fucking bitch.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's character level every 8 hours.
Yep. Unless you sleep
every
for 20...
8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, but if you sleep for 24 hours straight, it's only twice your character level.
So just go to sleep for 8 hours, wake up, go to sleep for 8 hours. You've already done more healing than that. Or just as much. I don't know, I'm not gonna...
I failed.
Not necessarily, Lamb. It pretty much it's you sleep and you get healed and then you do stuff continuing throughout the day. When they say that it's 24-hour rest, it's not like you're literally asleep for 24 hours. It's like you sleep,
It's
you wake up,
downtime.
you eat some fucking crackers, you take another cat nap, you wake up, you go pee.
It's hospitalization.
Yeah, it's hospitalization.
You are bedridden.
Anyway.
Tate lost and I'm fine.
Okay, what did you get, Tate?
9.
You didn't lose, you're fine.
Oh.
And I got a total of 22.
Yep. So you guys are totally fine. Everyone heads on downstairs into the bar area. Jared,
We might
do
be
you
turning
join
into
them?
werewolves.
Do you join them, Jared?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone is in the dining room with your food that you're able to have. Go ahead and converse and so forth.
God damn it, now I need to go buy another shirt. This was the only one I had.
So, what's with the new look of the tattered shirt?
I'm just not wearing a shirt. But I am wearing bandages. Just saying.
You seem to be very accident prone.
Well, it's kind of
This
hard
wasn't
when
our
you get
fault.
attacked by a giant beast creature.
And then
I'm
Lamb
just
teleports
glad
away
I'm
again,
alive.
mid-conversation.
Yeah, it was a little frightful encounter. We did catch our guy, but we got a +1 with him too, with his crazy beast man thing.
Beastman thing?
Yeah, wolf-like creature. Really hit Perthros hard, and then Perthros hit back.
Hooray
By the way,
for
you
lasers.
guys- Do you guys remember the lasers at the Coin Dragon fight?
I wish to pull out the Horde Master at this point, by the way. You mean this fight? For this
Yeah.
Horde?
Yep, we did that again.
And by
Okay.
hit hard, did it bite you?
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing these.
Well, I hope you're okay then.
Yeah,
I can't tell. There seems to be mixed information, but I don't. You might want to get that checked.
Archimedes
Well, I
didn't
mean-
seem to have a problem with it.
He didn't seem too concerned.
Speaking of the Hordemaster, we should find a guild hall to place that in.
And Du Bois should give me those schematics since he's been telling me to remind him.
Oh, yes. By the way, Hiram, I have something for you, and I hand him the schematics.
I'm putting away the Hordemaster at this point before I grab the schematics.
Alright. And the schematics that he hands you is a collection of papers and scrolls.
Wait, you mean schematics are a collection of papers and scrolls? What?
Yeah, with various items of ranging from weapons and armors to just items that, after examining, you would probably know what they are, or at the minimum, potentially make it and then figure out what it does. But all in all, you've now got a collection of papers and scrolls.
And along with the schematics, I will hand him the notes that I made on the schematics that I could figure out.
Marcus, what should I mark this down as on my sheet?
Deus
Paper.
Ex schematics.
Deus Ex
Essentially,
Schematica.
yeah. Essentially, this is a list of items that if you guys kind of want to make, and I approve of it, here's the way to make it to a degree. I've already got items in mind, but I
We
mean,
can
if
make
someone's like,
stones.
oh, I really want a sword that has fire in it,
It's
that's
also a
obviously
gun.
Whatever. But yeah, it's also a gun. Except there's
No,
no guns.
I don't need the bullets. I just need the sword to vibrate. That doesn't make any sense.
But yeah, it's
This
just
does.
that. So yeah, just put it down as a collection of item creation schematics, something like that.
I just marked it down as Deus Ex schematics.
Okay, I like that name better.
It fits in the box pretty well, actually.
And you can just have like a mental note that there's some like notes along with it as well, so it may
Do
help
they
you
weigh an
with
infinite
crafting
amount?
it.
Yeah, Mark, I was actually about to ask that, Lamb. What do these scrolls and papers weigh, Marcus? Because, I actually consider light, medium, and heavy loads.
Because you're a nerd.
I mean, honestly, there's probably only going to be a collection of... Being that there's more than one thing per page, it's probably a collection of roughly 30 sheets.
So like a small book.
Right, like a small book.
So 2, 3 weight, since we don't have units in this world yet.
We'll just use pounds, because it's just... Yeah.
Oh, we don't want to use kilograms?
No, because I don't technically know grams.
Oh, really? I do.
Depends on how much you need.
I know grams outside of other sources, Lamb.
Technically, I don't really know pounds either. I do, but I don't. I know it for the purpose of going to the gym, but that's about all I care about. Otherwise, it's just, how much is it? I don't know, I can lift it. That's all I care about.
A lamb's going through doorways and stuff.
I needed to get my phone charger.
It would only be a couple ounces at most.
Yeah, it's not going to weigh that much.
You said small book.
Yeah, a small book is like a couple ounces.
I don't know. Have you guys played any of the RPGs out there made by Bethesda? A small book weighs like 10,000 pounds. And you get like 2 paper
Why are
out
you
of it.
picking up small books?
Because
That's
crafting.
true. But they use thick paper, too.
True.
Like vellum and shit.
Anyway.
You're looking at like 5 to 10 ounces, maybe like 12 at most.
Where did you get these schematics?
Where did I get these schematics? I don't even remember where I got these schematics, to be honest.
I don't either, that's why I asked. Marcus, would you like to fill us in on where Demois actually got these schematics again?
I believe he got them from Gnome.
Oh, Gnome gave them to me,
Wait.
and
Why would he
Wait.
give them to him if I was there? But was this a separate occasion Demois met him that he gave him them?
I think so. If it wasn't from him, then it was from the white-haired guy. The white-haired man.
it was the white-haired man. It was the white-haired man that gave
Okay.
them to me because he said they may come in handy. I remember that now. I got them from the white-haired man. He said that these may come in handy. I studied them for a bit, and I was only able to make out some of it but I'm not a skilled craftsman, so I figured that you might find better use for them.
Alright, I'll have to take a look over them later. You mentioned about us getting a guild hall for the Horde Master?
Yes, if it's meant to guard gold, so therefore that's something that we should do relatively soon. Not to speak of, I guess I'm not really disclosing this, but I have some knowledge of it based on what happened to me. But that's outside. That's out of character. Not in character.
Well, on that note, Zephyr, how was selling off those gems?
It went pretty well. I pull out 1,000 gold. I mean, it's all in one bag, but here's 1,000.
And how much does everyone else have after our work from yesterday?
Well, I've got 150 on me.
I've got 50 plus whatever I got from Rick for doing that job.
I have 407 gold on me currently.
I've got 50, and we also got 400 and... Actually, I only had 5. We got 450 from doing the job with Rick.
No, because you got the stuff from the guard too.
Was that include? Did we get that last campaign too, Marcus?
Yeah, but I think we
Yes,
only got
Tate.
50 from Rick. The rest of it was from the town guard.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah, 50 from Rick, and then 200 and 200. That's right.
Yeah, so
So
I
we got
have
455
100
total.
Is someone writing down these totals?
I've been adding them up in calculator.
Okay.
That is a total of 2,400-ish gold. Plus a bit more than that, but...
So we can easily pick up 3 of the guild halls right now.
Yeah, the city one, the grassy meadow, and the mountain one we would be able to buy, or the beach, grassy meadow, and mountain one.
What about the Rainbow Forest?
That's 5,000 gold.
We're so close.
Tate, it's 5,000, and it's literally like...
What'd you say, a 2-3 day trip from here?
Oh, it's more
Yep.
than that now. The 3 day one is the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the
It's on well, here. Look at the world map.
Yeah, you said it should be right around here-ish or so?
Right.
Okay,
Well-
2-3 day trip maybe via boat and then going inland to it.
It'd have to be a quick boat. Via boat, that'd probably be more about 4 to 5 day.
I don't know.
Probably looking at
I like how
a
this
week
island-
journey.
I like how
'Cause
this
you-
island, by the way.
You wouldn't
is
be able to go in a
weed cat.
straight line. You'd have to kind of curve a little bit, so this way you're not riding the shallows the entire time.
Oh,
It's
Take
got
the
a
Black
giant
Pearl,
time.
it wouldn't be as long.
But to account for like sleep and stuff like that, we're looking at like a week.
I got an achievement. 100 hours in Tabletop Simulator.
Nice. Alright, well, I guess we can do either
Because look at it this way.
the
For
in-town one
distance-wise?
or...
I have half of that.
For distance-wise, real quick, guys, just so you can see. You see where the little flag is where you guys are at? The mountain one is about there. Like, that's a 2-day travel. This, as far as you know, other than the random islands, for the most part, you're on a Pangea. I mean, it's separating. You're kind of at like the end life cycle of a Pangean continent, but it's not a small little, like, the size of Iowa worth of a landmass. This is a massive landmass.
It's a continent. It's the supercontinent, yeah.
Right. So even though that doesn't look too far, it's pretty far.
It's time for us to start getting into Sid Meier civilization.
Yeah. So the mountain one's that far away, so the one that's closest to us is obviously the town one. But beyond that, would that be the mountain one?
No, beyond that would be the meadow one. Because you're basically buying land that's in the city, but just outside the city by buying the meadow. The mountain one is actually outside the city. It's not part of the city because you're buying into the mountains at that point. The reason why it costs to buy the meadow area is because they are still considering it as part of the city. Just like farms that exist outside the city are still considered part of the city. That's
And
why the meadow
guards
one.
deal with the farms out there, so they would help with the meadow too.
What?
Crazy things happen.
Not necessarily. Kinda, but not necessarily.
Okay, so they would help with the one in the city, but the one in the city's kind of run down.
Still also not necessarily, Tate. Like, if you're like, we'll buy this building and then the city guards will house guards for us. No, not really. If you buy the city one and you build a shop into the lower section of it so that you can have a shop in there and someone's stealing from it and they run out of your shop, absolutely, the guards are going to go after them. But it's not like there's going to be guards posted outside your building at all times. That's
Not unless we're
Unless
paying
we pay
them.
them.
Or unless they're members of the guild.
right. Well, they'd have to be part of your guild,
That's what I'm
technically,
saying.
but
Sorry, I thought that was obvious. That's fine.
so right, gotcha. So yeah, unless they're
That's
part
what
of
we
the
say in
guild.
Well, I like the meta one better, but at the same time, I'm more prone to living outside of city walls. I'm saying that in character. Can you even plant some trees there?
But Tate, they did mention that you could buy 3, being
Yes.
the meadow, the mountain, and the city.
You know, we can buy them all right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean we should.
Yeah, we should pool our
Um,
resources, like...
We need to go for a culture victory on this one, guys.
Screw that.
But
War
I'm gonna go
victory all the
for.
way.
But I wanted to go for religious victory.
Kind of a funny story about that, actually. I started out going for a religious victory, and then it turned into the Crusades.
That sounds about right, to be honest.
See,
Are you
whenever
having
I
issues with Gandhi?
No, I didn't have issues with Gandhi. I almost had issues with Gandhi.
no, you kill
Fucking
Gandhi. See, I'm
I-
kind of like you in a sense, except for some reason, I always play in a way where I pretty much win culture, I win science, I win religion. I win every way other than war on it, but I just keep going, and then the only reason I win in war is I build a shit ton of nukes, and then I get a whole bunch of stuff set up to just build the mechs. I nuke everything, I build the mechs real quick, Then I have all my armies go into the nuked areas, and then after they've all been wiped out for the most part, the mechs go in and wipe up everything else, and I feel like I won, because I won by all standards.
That's called beating the game.
Anywho, so...
Anyhow, let's get back to this game. I will look at the group and say, well, if we get the one in town, we could set up shop and sell our wares, or have someone, and it'd be convenient to get quests as well.
True. But the meadow has its benefits too.
They all do. I mean, I'd assume that's why they give them to us.
Yeah, they all have hidden bonuses.
And the Triple Rainbow Waterfall Forest one is the best.
It
means
is
you
actually,
automatically win the
technically.
campaign.
No,
Wait.
no.
Means you can build an army of rainbow monkeys.
Yes.
So,
Fuck you, Jared.
So, I guess, we could, if you guys want to, we could, let's see, Tate said meadow,
Is there one built out in the meadow, or would we have to build ourselves? Or do
Well,
we
you guys haven't gone and checked any of the other locations yet. The only one you've checked is the in-city one, which obviously has a house because...
Because it's in the city.
Right, they've already built a place there. You're just buying the plot.
and we are kind of, wearing out our stay within the guild. Probably at this point.
Oh, they have a tab. They're just waiting for when you're done. I told you quite some time ago that you only had 2 days after the competition was done that they weren't charging.
Yeah.
Hence why I feel like we need to get on getting our own place. So, I'll look at each one of you and get from y'all what each one of y'all want to do for guild hall wise, so we can come to a consensus. So first, we'll go to Cal. What area do you feel is best to get?
To say mountain or not to say mountain because north.
You can always pick multiple. Keep in mind, when he says which area is best or not best, you can always say all 3.
Yes.
Or 2 of them, or whatever.
Or I could say, I don't know, because we've only visited the one in city.
That is true too. You guys could always take some time to go travel and look.
We should go check out the meadow one at least, because it's close.
Okay, so I was going to go to Lamb next, but thanks for your input, dude.
Yeah, no, I guess we should check them all out. Too bad I don't have to mention door, I could just teleport us between areas.
Okay, next will be Jared. Are you for checking out the other ones as well? That seems to be the consensus so far.
That's fine with me. I mean, if we ever had to leave this hall, I don't need to sleep inside, so I'm fine.
Okay, and Noah.
I think I'd be good on checking out the rest.
Okay, shall we go see if there's any quests for us to do today, and when we return we can check out the other ones, or do you want to do that first?
So, Marcus, how long is it going to take us to get to the meadow? I suppose this is probably a good question to ask.
By horse, 1 day.
Okay.
By foot?
I have to look at speed.
By foot, depends on the horse.
No, he said by speed, so it depends on the quality of the drug.
I was waiting for someone to make that joke. I was like, someone's gonna be like, speed, drugs.
I
Yeah,
thought
we got
about it, but
enough.
Jared beat me to it.
I get enough drug jokes out of my other group.
Mach 1 or Mach 2?
I have the highest speed bud of all of us, but
I think that's
I
just
think-
because we fly.
Demois confirms Sonic.
I don't have fly until like level.
Well, no,
What
but
is
you
it
have
again?
fly speed.
Yeah.
That usually gives you a far higher speed than other characters.
I don't think speed is as integral to long journeys because that it's not like you're going at a dead sprint.
That's true. Demois, just fly there, take pictures for us, and bring it back.
And be called out for witchcraft because I somehow manifested
Have
a
a
camera
camera, yeah.
from the future
Yes.
and be burned at the stake for it.
You're an accomplished painter, right?
Totally.
Last time I was in a group and we sent the flyer out scouting, he got hit by a ballista.
So via
What?
walking, you're looking at, well, pretty much anything overland. You're looking at roughly 2 days. It's about 48 miles away.
Last time I traveled by flying, I was attacked by a red dragon.
Did anyone hear that?
Yeah,
I did.
2 days
Yeah. Okay.
on journey. So might as well say
I
like
think-
3 because
You
we have
could
to
always
count for
try
the-
to get horses and just do it in one. I mean, it's technically a little less than one. I'm counting in your time of when you get there, and obviously you're not going to travel back right away. Otherwise, you could really count it as like 7/8 or so of a day.
Jared, you can carry everyone in the party, right?
I don't
Just
think I'm quite
carry
that
us while we're
strong.
sleeping.
I can lift 200 pounds over my head.
I just think that's a hilarious thing that they have is over your head.
I suppose if I pile you all on a tarp, I could drag up to 1,000 pounds.
I think you'd be better off leaving that to me than Jared because 1,500 for push or drag.
Yeah, except you have to sleep.
Not on speed.
Should we
So-
just buy the city to at least have some place to store this stuff?
Yeah, no, I think the one in town in that case is our best bet, at least for now.
I'm trying my best
At
to
least
get
we
rid
till
of
we get a more.
the Horde Master, by the way, outside of character.
I think Marcus is pointing us to the one in the city because it has a shop.
No, I mean, I am saying that is one of the smartest ones because it'll bring you steady income. But, I want to, Calb, renting, technically, I think typically you just lower the price by 5 times, roughly.
Yeah, but I can't find the damn price to begin with of a horse in the book.
My kingdom for a horse.
Never mind, found
My
the damn
kingdom for a
section. It's on the
Kefli?
next page. Fuck you, book.
Nevertheless, no, I'm not necessarily pushing towards one or the other, per se. I will say that the city one's your best choice as one of your first ones. But as far as the other two go, it's totally fine. It's just that you need to be aware of how much time it takes to get there.
Hence why I'm trying to get a concise decision.
we have to consider mission timing.
And who would we actually talk to actually go and buy these things?
So a light horse for you is going to be 75 gold to purchase. So to rent one, which means essentially they're charging you for the amount, and pretty much if you don't return it, there will be a bounty on your head. But you know, if to rent one, you're probably going to look at per horse roughly, I'd say a fair amount would be 15 gold a horse.
Yeah, per day. I'm guessing.
We could buy one horse and then tie a tarp to the horse and we ride the tarp.
Or
Instead of any of us dragging them.
Do tarps exist in this time period, Tate? You have to keep that in
Or
mind.
Tate, what you do is
They
you
do
get
noise.
a cart and you do
That's
it that
smart,
way. Or a carriage, but a cart is only 15 gold, so then you could have the cart
That's ingenious.
instead of a tarp, where you can't really lay on it. I mean, you could, but the number of rocks that you're gonna hit,
It would be fun.
yeah, it'd be fun with all that brain damage.
That actually,
is
if
that
we
what
did go
happened
with the
today?
meadow, I think house with a cart would probably be a good thing. Because one horse could technically carry how many of us?
A light horse can drag 2,250 pounds.
Right. In the
yeah,
end,
so
all
they
you
can carry
need
all.
is one. You pretty much just need the one horse, Tate.
One horse
For
and
the
one
most
cart would
If-
carry all of us.
Right. If you want to be 100% certain about it, get 2 horses and 1 cart and connect them both to the cart if you're worried. But in the end, you should only need 1 horse, 1 cart, or 2 horses, 1 cart. If you don't want to, ride together in a cart, then you're gonna need more so a couple of horses. A horse
I've
is
seen
probably
that
gonna
video.
have roughly 1 person per horse, maybe 2 if you want to be really close to each other.
Really close.
Cough, lamb, and Tate.
Uncomfortably
What?
close together.
I've seen that video. 2 horses, 1 cart.
No.
What was I supposed to hear but didn't?
That you and Tate would be on the horse together, uncomfortably close.
No, thank you.
Anyway, after hearing all that, I will look at them and say, seeing that y'all would like to check out the rest of them, and based on the map that we have do have a map, right? I'm assuming we have a map. Someone has a map here. This.
I don't think any of us have that.
None of us have a map. Okay, good. This be even more fun. Alright. Would y'all be in agreement that let's get the one in town for now to set up shop and check out the the board for the quest board for quest to see if there's anything available, and then go out check out the rest if there's no quests available.
I don't think there's any problems with that. From the sound of things.
I think that sounds like a great idea. Next one, though, we'll get that meadow.
Wait, so is anyone in disagreement with that?
Sounds fine to me.
Sounds good.
Okay. So I guess let's pull our funds together and carry forth. why I said carry forth, I have no idea, but let's go with it.
Who's Gary?
Carry.
Why is he after
I said
Ford?
carry forth.
I know you did.
Okay.
Jared, you
All
said
right,
you got 1,000
so
gold from the gems.
you guys and Gary.
I pulled out a bag that was 1,000. From the gems, it was like 700. So it was 700 from the gems and 300 from the donation.
Did you want to use that 300 towards from the donation towards the guild hall with the gem money, or I mean, we could use the 301 gold I got because Tate threw an extra one in there that we got from the Hordemaster. I don't know, it's up to you, Jared.
I'm fine with whatever. I have that 1,000 set aside for using for the guild anyway, so.
Okay.
Alright.
We can do that then.
Alright, Marcus, I'm assuming that we.
Yeah, where the fuck do we go, Marcus, to actually buy this damn thing?
You go to Clara.
Okay.
Clara.
The one that goes into the closet.
Yeah. You go to Closet Lady. That comes out wrong. Anyway. So what are you doing now?
We're going to Clara and requesting to purchase the guild hall within the town and to pay for our stay in the guild hall.
All right. So you walk on up to her, and what do you say exactly then? As in, not what are you gonna say, but say it as your character.
Hey, Clara. We would like to purchase the guild hall that is located here within town, and we were told that you were the person that we needed to speak to, and we'd also like to pay for our stay in the guild hall, as well.
Oh, well, fantastic. Let me get the proper paperwork. She digs through a couple of folders and gets it out. So I'm just going to need some signatures. And it looks like for the one in the city, that's going to be 1,000 gold.
Okay. I'll look at
I set down my bag of gold.
All right.
Here's 1,000.
Fantastic. So now for the signatures. Does anyone fight her on when she says where to sign?
Well, I read through those 2 volumes of guild law or whatnot, so I should be knowing where it is if it's wrong.
Now, which one of you is going to be the primary? As in the one that Octminos will hold accountable for the building.
I will be.
Alright, so she has...
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I was going to say Cal might be the best fit because he's probably going to be spending the most time there.
I guess that's fine if Cal wants to do it. I didn't know if anyone else wanted. If Cal wants to do it, that's fine.
Calb or I should probably take this one if I'm going to be doing the apprenticing thing.
Okay,
Well,
that's
not
fine.
to mention, I mean, if there's something going wrong with the building itself, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to fix it.
Also,
Okay. Yeah.
damn you, carpentry.
Yeah. I will point over to Armin will. So we'll scratch the I will and point Armin will.
Alright, so then she has Kelb's characters signing on different lines. She does have all of you sign and initial at certain points. For the most part, it's just saying that you're taking ownership of it, that it's going to be used as a guild hall, but it will also hold whatever other purposes it holds. So if you use it as a store or a hotel or a restaurant or just a house, whatever, but it's also a guild hall. And just a lot of different formalities of that such.
Are there zoning laws in this world?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, in real life, there's residential zoning and then business zoning. Generally, you can't have a business in a residential zone in real life unless you get a special permit for that. Does that kind of thing apply here?
Nope. At least not in this city.
Okay.
It is certainly lucrative to go with what's said to be done, but so like you're in the store district, so it's kind of suggested you should be there. At least you don't want propaganda or shit like that. Like if you set up a store, say inside of the temple district, some of the temples might not be happy with you, and you know there might start to be rumors spread about shittily made products or so forth. So there's no zoning, but by all means, you know, keep in mind what's your at and around. But like outside of the city, say like small villages, no, it's wherever the fuck you build is where you build, so to say.
But Marcus, to
What?
fight back, that's when the propaganda about shitty tainted holy water and inappropriate clergymen, that's when that starts flying.
True.
It's payback.
Except, you know, who knows?
I love this blurry background. Let your imagination fly.
But as to answer the question in a sense, though, realistically, almost every store, to an extent, maybe not every, but a good chunk of those stores, Kelb, technically have their owners sleeping upstairs, and the store is just downstairs, for the most part. Some of them are just stores completely, and they live down in the residential area, meaning that person actually owns 2 buildings, so they probably are doing relatively fine. But the ones that aren't doing fine enough to own 2 buildings, or aren't, you know, maybe they're just not able or not wanting, then they technically live in their store just above it.
Okay.
Nevertheless, though, you guys have the building.
Okay.
So we want to check the board, or we want to check the property immediately?
I will. How much did we owe for our stay, by the way?
Let's
That
see.
was asked.
7,000.
For all of you here, we're looking at 256,000 gold. No. Let's see. Since you're part of the guild, and there is 5 of you that stayed in rooms, I suppose 1 gold.
Then I'll hand her that then.
Again, it's because you're
Give
part
her
of
a
the
tip.
guild.
Yeah, no, that's
Give her a
actually
tip.
fine, because that puts me at an even 100. If someone else wants to do a tip to put them at an even number, then go for it. Cough, cough. Tate, since you're so insistent on it.
She's like, go on, everyone, give her a tip. But I'm not.
I will give her 1 gold as well.
I will. She's been so nice. She gets a.
Okay, you guys give her some money along with the payment. Oh, well, thank you.
Well, she's been so helpful.
Well, that's what I'm
She
paid
ain't
to
a
do.
bitch like Xena.
Oh, she comes around once you get to know her.
Who, Xena not being a bitch, or Clara being a bitch?
Xena.
Oh.
Oh, you don't want to see Clara when she's drunk.
Wait, you do that?
Out of character.
Anyway,
I was gonna comment because Jared's
So-
always up all night. His character always knows that.
No, the thing his character knows that he doesn't necessarily tell you guys, but he's kind of hinted or told once, but not much after, is the fact that she never leaves. And if she does, it's for like a few seconds inside of the closet.
And as far as I'm aware,
What
this
else
could
is
be
gonna
normal
have
for
to
some
protect that
people.
closet?
He's just like,
Being in the
some
closet?
humans don't sleep, or eat, or do anything except stand behind a desk.
generic NPC in all RPGs ever.
And they're very efficient at item retrieval, storage, and other accounting sets behind the desk.
Alright, so do y'all want to go check out, as Calb said, do y'all want to go check out the guild hall first, or do y'all want to check out
Wait,
the
I didn't
quest?
say that.
Or, who said that?
That was me.
Lambs. Sorry,
I just got
Lamb.
I'm
confused with
glad
everyone,
every
apparently.
one of us are having a case of scatterbrain today.
And apparently one thinks I'm someone else.
As Lamb said, do you guys want to check out the guild house, or do you want to check out the quest board?
Well, as long as we're here, we might as well at least look at the quest board, but we'll probably want to look at the guild hall before we do any of them.
Yep.
Sounds like
Yeah,
a
and
plan.
I'm gonna buy a shirt on the way out.
From
I
who?
think
Clara?
you look.
No, on the
yeah,
way
but
out to
actually,
the guild hall.
Tate could give you the
Clara,
robe
do
that I
you sell
gave
shirts?
him. Tate could
I
give
do
you the
not.
robe that...
Okay.
Tate could give you the robe that I gave him, seeing that he's not wearing it. Now let's see.
I'm cool wearing a cloak for now. I still want to get an actual shirt though.
You look fine.
Anyway, go on, Marcus. I guess.
Oh, I was just answering what Tate had asked Clara, which is, does she sell shirts? And she's like, no.
Do you have shirts back there?
Back where?
In the storage room anywhere? Maybe something somebody left behind? Drunken bar fights or anything?
No, I don't have any shirts for you back there. Sorry.
Alrighty.
I have a feeling that
Nice
she
try, Tate.
probably. I have a feeling she's probably rolling her eyes at this point.
I could make Lamb a stone shirt.
What is this, fucking Minecraft?
Well, it's a wood shirt.
Hey, we will
I almost got in
go.
Claire's back
at-
room.
At this point, I'm gonna assume we all leave the guild hall, and I guess Lim will go.
Are we not checking the message board or quest board?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say next. Go check the message board.
Calb, did you see?
Did I see what?
Frank?
What?
Did you see Frank?
I don't know what the hell you're talking
What?
about. Tate. Lamb.
I think he
Lamb?
probably
What the hell was he talking
my,
about?
No, he didn't.
We're going to the quest board, damn it. Marcus, what's on the
Oh,
quest
he,
board?
he named one of his dice Frank.
Why the hell would I notice a singular die being named Frank?
Right, Tate. Why
Because you
would we
wrote
hover
Frank
over
on the table.
Like we're keeping track of our own dice, Tate.
Okay. Anyway, you guys go to the mission board, and there's only one thing on there which says deliver a package, and then below it says for Octominos. Not as in the missions for Octominos, but from Octominos. You're delivering it for him.
Fuck this shit up.
Are we delivering it from him?
Yeah.
Because English is weird.
Hey, seems that there's
Deliver
only
me
one.
from packages.
Well, you're delivering a package for him from him. for someone else.
Seems
Wait.
there's.
What?
That works. You're doing the quest for him, but it's from him to go to someone else.
The baggage.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the only quest on there, is to deliver a package.
Sounds simple enough. We can all do this.
I'd rather head off to the guild hall.
Well, yeah, after the
Guildhall.
Guildhall visit. Wait, Jared, you have a different pick.
What?
Your display pick. Just noted.
At this point, I'm gonna assume we all go to the guild hall.
Okay, so you guys head on over to the guild hall.
Is somebody gonna do the quest for Octomenos while we are over here?
Well, I mean, I'm
For-
gonna go get a shirt and then I can.
Oh yeah, Liam gets a shirt.
Actually,
So-
I'm not because I only have 3 hit points. And I'm
So-
terrified of dying.
Are you gonna take the quest, or?
Yes.
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 Okay, it says that you have to go up to Clara and tell her you're doing the. Well, you always do that. You always take the thing off the board and take it to her to let her know you're doing it. So you take the little thing off the bulletin board, you take it over to her as you've always done for any quest, and she goes, "Oh, you're gonna do Octomenos' quest."
Indeed.
Well, being he's the big boss, don't mess up. I'm just kidding. She takes out a small box and goes, "Here you go." The box, I would, if you're curious, is about the size of
Rhode Island?